Panzer Corps recently celebrated its 13th birthday. To mark this occasion, I was invited to take part in a Panzer Corps II Battle of the Streamers tournament against players who are very much better than I am, which, whilst I lost terribly, it did introduce me to a way of playing turn-based games that really works for players who have less time to game than they used to. Sound familiar? What I'm referring to is the underappreciated PBEM++ multiplayer, which may sound like a dodgy techno band from the 90s, but it is, in fact, a way of playing turn-based multiplayer that works perfectly when you only have 20 minutes here and there to play games. But a surprising number of gamers that I've spoken to don't know it exists, which is a shame because I know time, or an increasing lack of it, is an issue many of you struggle with. So for the uninitiated, how does this magical game mode work? Put simply, with PBEM, you take your turn, then walk away. You carry on with your day, your week, or even your month, until at some point you receive that little email you've been waiting for, telling you it's your turn. You load up the game at your next convenience in sweaty anticipation to see what your mischievous opponent has been up to, and whether they've successfully thwarted your attempts to encircle their forces. Ultimately, this enables you to play the game or games as slowly or as quickly as you like, when you like. And even better, you can have 10 of them running at the same time, against strangers and friends alike. Now, of course, the concept of playing in this way, otherwise known as play by email, is nothing new, far from it, and certainly doesn't sound sexy. But it is one of the most convenient ways of playing a game that has basically gone under the radar of the latest generation of gamers who are used to sitting in the overly lumbar-supportive gaming chairs while automatically matchmaking against thousands of players, downing energy drinks, seeking that instant gratification, all while getting that little feeling of emptiness inside that often comes with the modern gaming experience. So why am I telling you all this? Well, I keep having the same conversation time and again with my fellow gamers. We cannot find the time for those life-consuming RPGs anymore. Grand strategy games are a real push as well, and the likelihood of the stars aligning so we can actually sit down at the same time to play a good old RTS together, well, almost out of the question. But more than that, we know all too well the world around us changes uncontrollably too. Yet here we are with Panzer Corps II waving the flag for the old-school, time-constricted gamer combined with the convenience factor of PBEM, and of course the hot seat mode to play in the same room as a friend like it's 1999. In this glorious combination, we have a white knight riding to our rescue, and yet many are unaware of its existence. Increasingly, I find that rather than play Gates of Hell Ostfront, Hearts of Iron, or even my beloved Morrowind, I now find myself wanting to boot up a game of Panzer Corps II. Not even so much because I particularly love that game, but the PBEM mode simply fits in better with life now. This level of convenience is a genuine solution to the problem many of us face. I know that many of you feel the increasing weight, the pressure to stop gaming as spare time becomes less and less, all while adult responsibilities increase exponentially. But surely there's an argument to continue with our beloved hobby as and when we are able, precisely because of the increasing pressures and responsibilities of life. I admit there's a danger of getting overly philosophical about all this, and I'm not just trying to advertise Panzer Corps II because it's amazing. Well, I am, but if you're happy to wait for a sale, you can pick it up for a bloody good price. And the Fall of Poland DLC is slated for release at the end of August 2024, so really there's never been a better time to get involved. And even if you're not particularly keen on turn-based strategy or the World War II setting, it may still be the flexible and convenient way of gaming that you've been looking for. But equally, if we flip this on its head, if you're watching this and thinking much of this resonates with you, but somehow you still find a way of juggling responsibilities and a general lack of time to keep the hobby going, please do share any advice you have on ways in which you've managed to keep gaming a part of your busy life, whether that be a practical decision to shift genres to something that fits in better with your life, or trying different game modes, such as PBEM, that fit better with the time you do have available. I know plenty of people who have given up on games due to life getting in the way, and that's fine, of course, but I'm pretty sure deep down they feel some regret, and that's a shame. So let's talk about it. Anything you can share in the comments below to help a fellow gamer who's determined to keep up the hobby would be greatly appreciated. Plus, I could do with a distraction from getting my ass absolutely handed to me in this Panzer Corps II tournament, though it was bloody good fun. See ya.